So like on the top of page 2, Jehan, make sure you're singing the second line and not the top line. Does that make sense?
Second line and top line?
Yeah, like on page 2, follow the second line.
The soprano 2, not soprano 1.
Not soprano 1. Yeah.
I'm in the middle.
Correct.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hey, so let's do
I was trying. No wonder I was all messed up. I was trying on my okay.
Yeah. Is it?
Gotcha.
Okay, let's try again from the beginning.
Yeah.
Now that we know where we're supposed to go.
Says you're going to go to dotted versus straight. Show me what that's about. And it has exaggerated dotted and long notes.
Well, yeah, just to ask you, when you get to these, because if you look at where all your dotted rhythms show up, they show up on all the important words. If you can make you have your straight in your phrase, the rhythm is straight for a while, and then you've got, if you can just exaggerate, make the eighth note shorter when you have it dotted.
All right, now, I want you to say that again. I want you to see if you can say that in less than 10 words.
I'm trying to figure out that.
Dot, short, long.
No, without Jonathan.
Make the short part of the dotted rhythm shorter. Emphasize those dotted rhythms.
Ooh, 9 words.
Good.
But let's all sing. Can we start the tenor line? Everyone just sing the tenor line at the beginning.
Thank you.
At the top?
At the top, yeah.
And by the way, Angela, it would be okay when you do your next rehearsal plan. If you actually, just for right now, we won't always do that, you could literally put those 9 words on your rehearsal plan to help yourself out a little bit. Just so you can get in the practice of stopping, saying 9 words, and you right back at it.
Okay.
here's a concern of mine in this. This is going to be a tough one to teach, and the piano's banging it out, and you end up kind of mimicking the sort of percussiveness of the piano. You're doing that to some. I don't know that you're trying to do that, but you're kind of mimicking that. And is that really what you want this to sound like? Because you run into the challenge, as part of the problem of learning the song with a piano, is a piano is not really what we want a voice to sound like. And so the voice ends up sounding very two, note, two, note. Okay? This name's escaping me. If I said it, I know you know this name because it's Midwest. Legendary conductor from the Midwest. Older guy. He's retired now.
John Smith.
No. If I think of it, I'll say it. But he talked about he was working with one of the all-state college groups in Georgia, and he said he was working with this pianist, and this girl was just she was like a piano major at Eastman or something, just brilliant pianist. And he said they were in the middle of this rehearsal, and she starts weeping. And he's like, hasn't happened to him before. He's like, what's going on? But now this was like 3 or 4 days in, and they were getting ready for the big performance, and this piece was really coming together. And she said the girl was crying, and she looks at him and says, I'm just realizing that I will never be able to do on the piano what these voices can do.
Oh, that is so ridiculous.
Sounds kind of gay.
Coming from a piano major.
Female piano major.
Okay? So, we're just going to ignore the piano challenge. But the point is, the piano does not have the soul to do what the voices can do.
You heard that.
And so you've got to figure out a way. It's hard. I'm not saying I have a simple answer to this, but you've got to figure out a way to either through your gesture or some way that not let them start singing note to note. Because you'll end up, in the harder the piece, the easier it is to do. This has happened to me teaching Brahms record. The harder it is, you're banging out parts, and before you turn around, they sound like they're banging out parts. They don't sound like they're making music. So keep that in the back of your mind as you're trying to teach this. Just do a little bit more trying to make some phrasing happen, even if it's just with your gesture.
Okay, so you don't want to do my little...
Well, you do your thing. It says phrasing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should use violins to teach voice parts and not piano.
All right.
Okay.
Just go through lines.
Let's do it from the top.
And then I'm good.
On your respective parts.